welcome back to BP's Pro Wrestling Corner right on YouTube.com. I'm your boy BP. This is your boy Skippy. Right here, we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. What happened on Monday Night Raw this week? Man, it was crazy. It was interesting. It was crazy. What the hell is up with Ric Flair, dude? What is going on? Ric Flair comes out, first thing, right off the bat, he's got his fifth man. And his fifth man is none other than Drew McIntyre.
Right.
Big Scott. And that's a pretty good tan pick, I think, man.
I don't think there's a better pick than Drew McIntyre, honestly.
I mean, I totally even forgot about Drew McIntyre because he wasn't part of the draft. So, I mean, but he did come back from injury. I think he was injured, is what it was.
Yeah, I thought he was going to take a little while to get back. But
man, it was really interesting to see him come back. I was happy to see him back.
Caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it to be him.
I was not either. I thought it was going to be the man he took on, or at least he didn't take him on, but I thought it was going to be like someone else. But he ended up taking on it. He had a match, a 4-star match actually with Ricochet. And I thought it was fantastic. I love to see Ricochet go against Drew McIntyre. These two just missed each other back in NXT because as Drew was leaving, Ricochet was coming in. So that was pretty interesting to see. And it was a great match. And Drew McIntyre did end up picking up the victory here. Fantastic, man.
Yeah, I gotta say I give that 4 stars as well.
Yeah.
And I especially love the brutal attack after the match with the reverse. What was that, knob Sam?
Yeah.
Onto the stairs. That would look scary.
That was crazy.
And my other favorite part was Ric Flair. I mean, the way he roasted that fan. That was something there.
That was old Ric Flair days back in WCW. It reminded me. It was so funny.
Ask your mother.
Yeah, that was pretty funny. That's old Ric Flair. I'm glad to see him do his old horseman shit from back in the day, and even when he's back in WCW, it was great to see him. But that whole situation, man, I'm gonna tell you what. My heart wants to say Team Hogan, dude. But I'm telling you what, right now, Team Flair is looking to have the better team right now, dude. And with the 5 guys he has, fantastic.
Yeah, I almost have to agree with that. Roman Reigns kind of counters Drew McIntyre, I would say.
Right.
But the rest of the team, it's going to be hard to beat Randy Orton.
The team captain, Randy Orton, on the other side. Yeah. I mean, come on. But yeah, that was crazy. But that's not all that happened, guys. Finally, we get to see Aleister Black come in to the fold here. Aleister Black coming back to Raw. He got drafted over to Raw because his wife, Selena Vega's still business partners with Andrade. But anyway, he took on some nobody named Jason Reynolds. You know, I give it 2 stars because it's Aleister Black. I mean, nothing really happened here. Aleister Black, he picked up the victory pretty quick. So,
I would say 2 stars as well. Just like you said, Aleister Black. I think anything Aleister Black's in deserves 2 stars.
Actually, I thought it was a lie. I actually gave it 1 star, but I'm going to give it 2 stars because I'm sitting there thinking about it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, after that, man, we had Jerry the King Lawler, King's Court. Man, his special guest was Rusev. And if you guys have not been watching what's going on between Lana and Lashley, man, I don't know where the hell this storyline's going. I'm still confused by it sometimes because this storyline just came out of nowhere. It's just really weird how everything happened. They never said why Lana was with Bobby. What the heck happened before the draft, before Rusev gave back? Because if you remember, right before Rusev became an American citizen, finally. And then right after that, he got thrown right into this damn storyline out of nowhere. The Lashley and Lana, and I don't understand why. But, Rusev was the King's special guest. And, of course, on the big screen, Lana and Lashley came on the big screen. They was eating at a restaurant that Rusev supposedly never took Lana.
Like, what was up with her top, though? I mean, they looked like a trash bag wrapped around her or something, just to show off her tits. But, hey, I appreciated it.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. They, attire all aside there, Rusev ended up finding where these two were and started a big ruckus there, man. I'm telling you what, he was after Bobby Lashley real quick. I think he beat him down for a quick second before they were broken up.
Yeah, I would say in that situation, I would absolutely be, I do the same thing as Rusev.
Yeah, definitely, most definitely. Like I said, I don't know where the storyline's going. Hopefully, I can get unconfused by it, but be that as may, here we go,
it's
man.
Kind of strange they're both in the Team Flair Hogan match, and I think maybe they could have their own match.
Yeah, you guys got to remember too. You got Survivor Series coming up here in November, so right after Crown Jewel, we're going to go right into Survivor Series. What's going to happen there?
I'm really hoping, just to throw this out there on the show here, that it's not just Raw versus SmackDown. I hope it's Raw versus SmackDown versus NXT.
Totally, I do too. I really do too. You know what? Well, they probably will. I don't say NXT UK, but it looks like Walter, Pete Dunne, and all these guys have been coming over from UK anyway, and they've been doing the whole NXT thing. Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. But speaking of earlier, we was talking about Zelina Vega. Her man Andrade here took on the returning Sin Cara, and this match was phenomenal too. I thought, after not seeing Sin Cara for a long time, I gave this match 4 stars. Now I might be a little too generous. I don't know, but I thought it was a great match. Both these guys put on one hell of a match. I love to see it. Whole high flying, hard hitting. They really got it on here.
Yeah, I'll give it 3.5 stars myself. I was surprised, honestly. I thought it was going to be a quick squash match for Andrade because Sin Cara hasn't really done much. He got a good push when he first came in, but I mean, they kind of lost. They swapped who Sin Cara was. I mean, it just got confusing.
Yeah, if I didn't tell you who won that, it was, of course, Andrade did it and picked up the win because Zelina Vega, of course, with help. If you have somebody like Zelina Vega, Paul Heyman, Sami Zayn in your corner, that's like a J.J. Dillon type of deal right there with the Horseman.
She's got like a Lita feel to her, where like she's not afraid to attack a man.
Yeah, definitely.
Jumping off the rope, Hurricanrana, all that. It's awesome. It's awesome to see that.
Here's a quick quiz question for you guys. Lita, when she first started, she's a manager. But who was she managing when she first came into the WWE? Do you know?
I know.
Okay. So there you guys go. If you guys know, please comment below and let us know if you guys know. Because that's really interesting. He just brought that up, and I just thought about that right at the top of my head. Anyway, you guys, next up, man, one of my favorite things, the 24/7 Championship. I don't know what's going on with that, but I think it's funny. R-Truth is fucking fantastic. He's doing a great job with it. And now he's got mixed up with the Bollywood boys, man. And they end up getting the victory. Later on during the show, now he tries to get the title back, and he ends up pinning the wrong guy. Yeah. So, that was pretty funny there. What do you think about that, man?
I thought it was hilarious. He's talking to the one, and then all of a sudden he gets rolled up. He loses. And just his reaction. Man, I swore there was 2 of them.
That was fantastic. I loved it. Yeah, it was great. Good things are happening for R-Truth, man. Finally, I like seeing that happen. Now maybe his buddy, our Titus, man, O'Neil can get something going. I don't know. You get Titus O'Neil on these funny ass bits like the backstage stuff and the world slide and all that. Man, that was just fantastic. Titus.
I'm curious where Drake Maverick's going to end up with all this because he was a huge part of the 24/7 title success.
Exactly. So
and now he's on SmackDown, and for some reason the 24/7 title seems to be a Raw title.
But see, here's the thing here. Drake Maverick might be on SmackDown, but I think he's going to get transferred over to Raw. For some fact, his boys AOP is coming back, and they're coming back quick. I'm telling you, it's going to happen sooner or later. Remember, he's the manager of them guys.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's going to happen with that. The new manager, because back in NXT was, of course, Paul Ellering, which I truly loved, but I know he's older now. And he
too hard to tour.
Yeah. So, so to speak, Drake Maverick picked up the reins for Paul Ellering, and we'll see what happens from there.
Maybe put the Authors of Pain with Shinsuke and Sami Zayn.
Hey, man, there you go.
You got a lot of good mouthpieces in WWE right now. You just got to let them have their opportunity, and if they manage guys like AOP, I think it.
Right, so that's a good idea. So they do end up keeping Drake Maverick over SmackDown. Hopefully, they might put him with Sami Zayn to be the new mouthpiece. That'll be interesting right there to see that because, Authors of Pain can speak a different language, just like Shinsuke. So still be funny to see Sammy act like he's doing Hindi too. Besides Mandarin or Japanese or whatever he's doing over there. That's funny. Anyway, next up, man, Viking Raiders taking on Ryder and Hawkins here. I gave this match 2 stars because it was a complete squash match, especially going after the former tag team champions like Hawkins and Ryder. I didn't understand why they. I don't know. That was just weird seeing that.
I'll give it 2 stars as well. I'm a big fan of the Viking Raiders, but
fantastic.
I was also a huge fan of Hawkins and Ryder way back in the day, and this reboot, I think it's kind of interesting. I feel like
you talk about way back when there's Edgeheads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they're better than just being squashed on Raw.
I do too. I really do.
Get local talent or somebody else. But Zack Ryder, he's always been somebody that's easy to like.
Yeah.
And he just never seemed to get the push he deserved.
And if you remember, right before they start teaming up, Hawkins had a little bit of a streak on for herself.
Yeah.
A losing streak. But something like 100 and something matches before they put him with Ryder finally.
So I think they should have put him against Goldberg and had a streak versus streak. Let Hawkins win,
okay, I was gonna say, man, what if Hawkins would have won? That would have been fantastic there. That would have demolished this whole 100 and something. They would have let him beat Goldberg there. Anyway, next up, man, Rey Mysterio comes out and he's going to the ring. He's talking about how Brock Lesnar did what he did to his family, did what he did to his son, and all that. Paul Heyman ends up popping up on the screen there and talking major trash to Rey Mysterio and talking about the Crown Jewel event coming up, about this whole WWE Championship match, which doesn't need to happen. Just do it without the title because that's totally crazy. But, who knows what's going to happen. Crazy shit happens every day and every week on WWE, so we don't know. But anyway, Shelton Benjamin comes out and says that he's Brock Lesnar's family. So, Cain Velasquez might be your family, but Brock Lesnar, he's my family. I went to Minnesota College with him. I roomed with him. Trained him, all this stuff. So this Brock Lesnar is my family. So, and he's pushing Ray around. He's like, what happens if I push you around? Is your buddy going to come out? And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. Cain Velasquez came out, and he put a little bit of beating on Shelton Benjamin there, man.
Yeah. I like Shelton Benjamin. I don't know that heel is the way to go for him, but honestly, he's never been much of a talker or very charismatic as far as that goes. I think he's another guy that could really benefit from being in a tag team or having a manager of some sort.
He sure is a high flyer, though. If you know who Shelton Benjamin is, like you said, he's known for being tag teams, but he's also known for these Money in the Bank ladder matches, and he does crazy shit just like Kofi Kingston does. Actually, he was the one that started doing the crazier stuff before Kofi Kingston even came around.
Yeah, he was the original.
He was the original with Shelton Benjamin. So yeah, that's how that happened. And Cain Velasquez started beating, ground and pound on Shelton Benjamin there. So to say the least, I think he is ready for Brock Lesnar for sure. But I don't know, man. This is not UFC. This is totally two different things. This is like this whole thing with Tyson Fury and Braun Strowman. It's not boxing. But, I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know how the storyline's going to fit or go. Will Cain Velasquez end up beating Brock Lesnar for WWE Championship? Come on.
Got to wait for the prediction show for my answer.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll find out, with that. And that's the prediction show will happen next week sometime because, Thursday's coming up quick next week. So, anyway, after that, man, I'm going to tell you guys what right here. Seth Rollins took on Humberto Carrillo. If you guys don't know who this guy is, he's former 205 star. He was on NXT. I really didn't know too much about the guy. I've seen maybe one or two matches. But he put on one hell of a match against Seth Rollins. I gave it 3.5, 4 stars because I love to see someone new come in and take the champion to their limit. And this guy sure did show Seth Rollins what he was all about. But of course, Seth Rollins did pick up the victory here. He's a champion, yeah, exactly. He's got a big match coming up against the Fiend Bray Wyatt over at Crown Jewel. But Humberto Carrillo, what do you think about that guy, man, coming in there and doing his business against Seth?
I give the match 4 stars. That was really entertaining. I was surprised. I have no idea who Alberto Del Rio was.
Del Rio?
But,
yeah. You guys know what he means.
Alberto. That was being funny.
Alberto Del Rio. There's a name from the past.
Yeah. But, I didn't know who he was. He was kind of like, if you seen the other day, I was talking about Darby Allin, how he made a fan out of me. I think he won me over.
Definitely, dude. That's a good, fantastic point there. Darby Allin's a great upcoming star, too, for the AEW. Wow, that's crazy. Next up, man, we had a tag team match, which I thought was going to end up being a 6-man tag match, so it was weird. But AJ Lee, I'm sorry, I'm thinking about CM Punk. There you go. AJ Styles was outside with his boys, the OC, while they took on the new guys from NXT, the new draft picks. My boys, the Street Profits, and man, where was the Street Profits? Their guy at? Well, we found out during this match. I gave this match 4 stars. The Street Profits do end up picking up the victory, but AJ Styles would get involved in this match and try his damnedest to get Anderson and Gallows this victory. But out comes your boy, Mr. Kevin Owens, for the save, man.
Yeah.
That was strange.
I give the match 4 stars. Something that bugged me was we were billed it would be a 3 versus 3 match all week long.
That's what I thought. It was going to be
So I thought we were going to get the surprise return of somebody.
Right.
I wasn't sure who it was going to be, but I figured, hey, I know Sheamus is slated to come back.
Right.
There's a lot of guys that, John Morrison you mentioned the other day.
Yeah.
And then, we end up just getting a 2 versus 2 match with AJ Styles on the outside, doing what he's going to do best, interfere and distract.
Yes.
And just when he's about to really get in the match, of course, you get KO.
Yeah, KO comes out.
And,
so something's going on with that too. Is he hurt? Is that why they didn't put him in the match? Was he just like there just to do his stunner and just?
It was just really confusing. I don't know if Kevin Owens is hurt. I don't know why he would surprise return, have the full match. Even if he is hurt, work a tag team. He's on the apron.
Right.
You don't have to get involved too much.
Right.
Come in, do the stunner.
Yeah, but you're right though. I was thinking it was going to be brought up as a 6-man tag too, and it never was. It's just 3-on-3, but it was actually 2-on-2 with AJ Styles. That was a crazy main event. That was the main event of the whole night, guys. I was really surprised.
Their Raw debut was the main event.
Wow, it was really crazy for Street Profits. Good for them guys, man. They wanted the smoke and they got it. They won this match. 4 stars for me. But yeah, OC, man. I like Anderson Gallows, always have, and especially with AJ Styles. They, if Finn Balor did not go to NXT, I could see him putting the whole Bullet Club back together. Well, part of it because other parts in AEW.
Yeah,
but that would be crazy.
They've had a lot of people through the Bullet Club though, but absolutely, I think Finn Balor should have stuck around and made it at the club.
Yeah,
that could have been an unstoppable force there.
Yeah, that could have been another good 4-man faction right there.
Yeah,
just like you got Undisputed Era. Man, I'm just speaking of them guys. I'll tell you what, NXT, your review with that will be coming up tomorrow sometime with AEW. Fantastic matches coming up from what I'm hearing. I'm hearing rumors, man, that if you guys haven't been following Twitter or them guys, what's going on in the wrestling world, Seth Rollins has came out and said, I don't know if you know about this, has come out and said that WrestleMania next year, if Kenny Omega is done playing in the minor leagues, he wants Kenny Omega at WrestleMania next year. What do you think about that situation there? The minor leagues.
I know
that's big talk.
It's unfortunate, while we're getting these wars, that, it's so competitive. And I get it. You got an upstart company stepping on your toes. You're afraid of what might happen.
Yeah.
But for me, WrestleMania, I think AEW should be invited to WrestleMania.
I think it would be fantastic.
This is WrestleMania. WrestleMania should be its own entity. It shouldn't just be a WWE event anymore.
Yeah, it shouldn't be WWE. It should only be NXT. NXT UK. You can bring over people from New Japan, ROH, AEW. You can make this thing happening, man. Even that new NWA, the power plant over there, what they got.
Yeah.
They can bring over anybody. It's anybody.
Sure, it's, obviously WrestleMania is a WWE product, but there's no reason why they can't play host and let some of these guys even showcase on a bigger stage.
And you know how WrestleMania, Vince McMahon likes to throw these stupid battle royals in there and all that crap, these gimmick battle royals. If that's what you want to do, then do it this year. Have people from ROH, have people from all these wrestling companies come in and jump in this battle royal and showcase what everybody's about. That would be so fantastic to see people that you wouldn't think you'd ever see against each other. You can even come as far as Rubber City Wrestling, get my boy, your role model Rick Lee, and try to throw him in the mix. Or you can get the real role model right here. But nonetheless, you got a lot of shit going on, man. The WrestleMania could be something huge.
Yeah.
If they really, it is something huge, but something that no one's ever seen, dude. With all this independent wrestling shit and all these new wrestling companies showing up. So, I don't know. That's a pretty interesting point. I think Vince should probably take you up on that and see what happens with that. I don't know.
I think if Triple H was running things, I think he might be more open to doing something like that.
Yeah, I do too. Speaking of Triple H, NXT, has been taping live at Full Sail University in Florida, Orlando, and I'm hearing that Triple H is now wanting to take the band on the road, so to speak, and not only be at one place anymore. He's wanting to do what Raw and SmackDown's been doing and go city to city, time to time, which I think would be fantastic. If he wanted to really do it, he can. Because they got Mondays live on Raw, they got Wednesdays live for NXT, and Fridays live for SmackDown. So it's a day apart. But when you got Raw in a certain state, SmackDown's going to be in that same state.
Or
somewhere.
A neighboring state.
A neighboring state. So do the same thing for NXT. Put them around the area with each other. You know what I'm saying? It'd be fantastic to see that.
Speaking of that, how about the tweet by Triple H recently, where he's talking about WWE 2K20 just came out yesterday, I believe.
Yeah.
And he said the only place you can get DIY versus DX.
That's true.
For now.
Yeah.
His words. For now.
For now.
So I'd love to see that match. Do that at Crown Jewel, WrestleMania, whatever. I would die to see DIY versus
Shawn and Triple H.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty interesting to see that. Or even bring back the New Age Outlaws for a night. Put Road Dogg and Billy Gunn in the ring with, of course, I think Johnny and Ciampa would probably destroy them.
Run through them guys.
Yeah, run through them.
And plus Billy's in AEW, and that's not gonna.
Yeah. So I don't know, but yeah, that's a Raw review, guys. And man, like I said, it was a crazy night. Just make sure you join us back here for our next video. It'll probably be your NXT review and your AEW review.
This is the first Raw since the draft finished. And,
yeah.
I'd like to say I like where it's going so far.
So far, right.
Definitely love the full-on brand split.
Yeah. If you guys do remember, Paul Heyman is a Raw guy because he's the producer. But his boy Brock is a SmackDown guy. So Paul said yesterday during his little interview on the big screen that he can go anywhere. So, you'll see Paul Heyman.
He's going to be a busy man,
yeah,
I would say.
Busy man for sure. So, there you go. And, man, what's going to happen? Just got Friday coming up. You got the new
leading up to Crown
Jewel. Yeah, it's going to be crazy, guys. Hogan and Flair are supposed to be at SmackDown Live this Friday night, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. But I don't want to keep you guys too long. But yeah, so join us here tomorrow, guys, for both shows, your AEW and your NXT review. And so then we'll see you next time. But remember, always like, comment, share, and subscribe. Always hit that post notification button, that bell button up there. You get all our videos. Thank you guys so much for joining us once again. And remember, until next time, we'll see you guys right here on the corner.